I don't understand, like, this obsession with needing to focus on people you don't like. Like, if y'all see dog shit in the street, do you purposely go over and step in it? Do you? That's a real question. Are you the people who aren't wearing masks just so you can get COVID? Like, y'all don't make no sense. You're like, let me focus on this person that I hate and try to get them to unalive themselves. That's called harassment, and that's a felony. So, fun for y'all. Hope you like orange. Yeah. You should hear what the police officers had to say about them. It was pretty funny, actually. And I also love how they're like, ACAB until they help you, right? Yeah. You know, it is a cop's job to stop someone from harassment and bullying. It's not their job to shoot people for no reason. So there's a total difference there, but apparently we only think in black and white on TikTok these days. There are things that the police do that are helpful, like stopping cyber crimes, since they're the only ones who can. And I'm not going to sit idly by and let people encourage me to unalive myself to the point where I try to. I'm not going to sit idly by anymore and let that be my reality. Because you don't get to harass somebody to that point and get away with it. That's why there are laws in place to protect victims like me. You don't have to like me, so that's fine. But you don't get to tell me to kill myself. And you don't get to make videos that encourage people to send me messages like that. It's not how it works. And the police departments in people's jurisdictions are on my side because it is against the law. Regardless of how you feel about our law system, it's the system in place, and I'm going to use it to benefit me when I am being attacked and harassed. And if you don't like that, or you don't want the cops knocking on your front door today, maybe you shouldn't have gotten yourself involved with harassing me to that point. And the officers that I have been speaking to, the sergeants, the chief of police, and my county prosecutor, along with my city prosecutor, I'm not attacking and harassing anybody. I'm never gonna go away. I've never attacked or harassed a single person. I've asked them to stop attacking and harassing me. And since they won't, and all of these people just want to get themselves lumped in with these charges, it's so cute. I knew that if I came on here, that a bunch of you you just wouldn't be able to help yourselves, and you would just show up and say things to just add to the evidence that I'm giving to the police. So keep going though, please keep going. Because I am recording this too, so I can see all of the usernames that are coming into the room, which means that later I'll be going through all of your accounts to make sure that you're not part of the problem. That's my prerogative. Love you. Idiots. Oh, you know what? You are a cunt, so we're going to go ahead and block you because I see you in here. Just going to get rid of you. Oh, bearded men lover, you just can't help yourself. You just can't help yourself. Multiple people have made videos encouraging me to unalive myself, telling me that I am a skid mark on society, calling me Poodith and Petey, making fun of me on every level, and they have also gone so far as to have multiple accounts send me messages telling me to unalive myself. And so at this point, I'm fighting back, and I'm well within the law to do that. These people also made a false call to my police department telling them that I was homicidal and had weapons. They alluded to a bomb, and those cops came to my house 3 weeks ago and with guns drawn and tried to bust down the door of my home. They then proceeded to search my home for weapons that do not exist. And that was the night that I tried to unalive myself. So I'm also having my attorney subpoena the records of whoever made that phone call. And I will be holding that person accountable too. I think I know who that person is. I've already given their information to the police department in their town, and the police department has already made contact with them. And they have 24 hours to do what I asked, or I'm going to continue forward with the legal ramifications. So I am trying to give them the chance to not go to prison, but that's up to them at this point. If they want to not go to prison, it's up to them if they're going to choose to be in orange or not. I'm being decent and giving them the chance to apologize and do the right thing. And if they don't, then I'm going to go ahead and move forward. And I have the chief of police, my mayor, the city attorney, and the city attorney and police department from a larger jurisdiction all on my side. I'm not going to go anywhere. These people have capitalized on my mental health and on the fact that I suffer from major depressive disorder, from generalized anxiety disorder and borderline personality disorder to try to get me to commit suicide. And that's not okay. That's a felony. And I'm not going to sit idly by while you slander my name and drag it through the mud and make all of these false accusations about me. All they have to do is just block me and move on, but they choose not to. Instead, they make dozens and dozens of accounts to continue to harass me. And I'm done. And I have the law on my side, and I'm not afraid to use the law when someone is out of line. That doesn't make me a bootlicker. It makes me somebody who is using the tools necessary in order to protect themselves. And unfortunately for them, I'm not going to go quietly into this good night about this. These people pushed me to attempting to unalive myself. But they want to stand here and act like they are the better person. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And I have the police department on my side. I have the federal law on my side. And I will take this as far as I need to take it so people are held accountable. Because I have got nothing but time. Because they have destroyed my business. They have taken away everything in my life that I enjoyed. So now all I have left is getting my justice. And I'm focused on that. Just because I had 300,000 followers does not mean I am a cult leader. That does not mean that I am toxic. That does not mean that I am trying to take advantage of people. Holding myself accountable, I haven't done fucking shit wrong, Leah Rose. But you know what? Let me screenshot you and add you to my list of people who want to be lumped in this lawsuit. That's fine. That's called victim blaming. For those of you who have never seen victim blaming, that's victim blaming right there. Miss Leah Rose coming in strong with the victim blaming. Why is it always girls with middle names of Rose? Fucking 4-letter names, 4-letter people. I called immigration on a white man who was preying on people of color and telling them to join a cult, a compound where people with open warrants for violent crimes against women and children were hiding out from the police. That's what I did. And he was also making videos where he was bragging about how he was cheating the U.S. Visa system so he could be here with his wife or his girlfriend without having to go through the proper channels to actually get the proper visa paperwork so he could be here. That's who I called immigration on. Because he was here on a tourist visa. And you cannot make money, work for somebody, promote a product or a place, or brag about the fact that you are leaving the country and coming back on a tourist visa. That's illegal. That's why we have such a problem. So what? So what? There are people who are brown who try to come into this country every day and can't because people like him are literally clogging the system. Tell me you don't understand how visa and immigration system works without telling me you don't understand because you've never had a family who has needed to immigrate here. I have an aunt who is from Vietnam. My uncle lives with her in Vietnam. They live in Ho Chi Minh City. She can't even come and visit us because the visa paperwork literally times out every time she fills it out. Because there's not enough people to process her visa request. But there's people coming from white countries in Europe who are cheating the system like old boy was doing. Like, come on. Because you don't get to harass people online for 6 months till they try to kill themselves. That's a felony. Harassing someone to that point is a felony. You don't get to harass somebody online because you don't like them. That is illegal. And I can sue you for defamation of character. I can press felony charges against you for harassment. Like, I don't understand why you people think that just because you're online and you're not using your real name, that you think you can get away with harassing me to that point. You also don't get to superimpose your head onto my body and make videos talking about how I'm a skid mark on society and should leave. It's amazing how many of you are really obsessed with me and think that you can harass people and that you're like impervious to the law. You're not. It doesn't make me a Karen because I was harassed to the point of wanting to unalive myself and attempting to. That doesn't make me a Karen. It makes me the victim. Oh my God. Now I'm a Karen because people tried to get me to unalive myself and I'm holding them fucking accountable, huh? Okay. Okay. That was sent. I sent the stuff to the chief of police. Anything else? I don't think so. I know you belong. I live right across from St. Scholastica, down on 7th. Like when I'm going to visit my mom at her work, because she knows she works at State Beauty, I drive past your car most of the time on 7th. And I'm like, is that where she lives? Sorry. I'm not trying to be a creeper, but like, you know, small town. Or like when I'm driving over to Aspen's house or something, I see you. You're only like 4 or 5 blocks down. Yeah. I'm right up on St. Scholastica. I'm across from the part where they're going to be building all of the new houses. I live right on the corner. Wow. Can you excuse me for one moment? We're going to just remedy that before it becomes a national emergency.